Well, my name is Philip Johnson. I am late to the game, which is at least consistent for me. At my local church, I work as the discipleship coordinator, so we're kind of developing a discipleship program, which we've never had there before. And then I'm more of a jack of all trades, so I just fill in wherever I can, wherever the pastor needs me, except singing. I don't do that. Even if he asks, I refuse. On the MDiv track, hopefully I'll be done in a year and a half. Already starting to experience burnout, which that started around my first year. So I've been pushing through that for a while. And I wrote on my notes here what my PC interest is. For a second there I thought it was politically correct, but I don't really have a politically correct interest. I'm not very good at politically correct, but I remember now it's pastoral care interest. And so for me, I think probably establishing a solid path for spiritual formation that places a heavy emphasis on brokenness as a pivotal point for beginning the transformation process into Christ-likeness. So that's kind of been a big habit and philosophy and thinking of mine. Almost all of my papers have managed to center around that topic quite a bit. And then, fun fact about me, I already mentioned that I'm a procrastinator, avid enthusiast. Typically, if I start a project, I'm the kind of person who doesn't finish until they're halfway through. And then I'm an Oklahoma City Thunder basketball fan. It's an issue I've got to work on. I watched all 82 games of the regular season last year, so I am in quite a state of depression as the team has blown up and they're rebuilding. And so I could be fairly grumpy throughout the fall because they're not going to be very good. But I will try to keep it together for the sake of the class, and who knows, maybe there'll be some good therapy that comes out of this for me. I think I've been in class with many of you, and I guess one other thing, I am probably the postmodern apologist for a positive aspect. I see a lot of benefits to some of the postmodern thinking when you drill down what they actually have to say rather than what gets turned into pop culture Twitter bites of postmodernity, which isn't really postmodernity. But other than that, I'm really having a hard time coming up with something to say. I am currently at work, so I will say this: I am always up, and most of my papers and things will be submitted between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. And that's not because I'm diligent and hardworking. That just happens to be when I'm awake. And I'm usually sleeping during the day. So I'm looking forward to this class and to interacting with everyone. And that's all I got to say about that.